Today, I'm starting a brand new little series on multidimensional living, multidimensional healing, and what that looks like. We're all multidimensional beings. If you're on this, you already know that. But as we continue with the changes that are happening, and we go from our 3D to 5D versions, these multidimensional experiences are now coming and becoming a part of our conscious life, where a lot of times the things that happened were in our subconscious. While we were sleeping, our astral version went off and did things. But now, as we continue to grow and ascend, these things are becoming way more a part of our consciousness and our awareness. And so I thought I would start talking through some of my experiences. I live a very conscious, multi-dimensional life. And so there's a lot of different experiences that have been had. And I will just say that sometimes experiences can cause your nervous system to go completely off the rails. Other times experiences just are absolute magic. And so it's learning how to handle these, how to navigate these, how to integrate these as, this new way of living opens up to us. So I'm going to start sharing some short little videos on these different parts of multidimensional living. And today I'm going to talk about multidimensional healing. It's one of my favorite things to do and also to experience. And this one specifically is, how another person's astral version can come in and help you. And in this case, this is without any request for it. It was just a call that went out from my heart, and it called another in to help me. And in this experience, it involves my youngest granddaughter, Brianna, who is 12. And last year in May, I had a absolutely beautiful moment with the astral version of her. And prior to that, she had told me that she was not remembering. She would come over a lot when she was younger. And we spent a lot of time together, did all kinds of things together, and she was remembering less and less of those. And she would tell me, I don't remember, no. And then my son passed away in 2020, and he was one of her absolute favorite people. He used to just throw her in the air, catch her, bring her home sweets, hide them from me, sneak them to her. It was just one of those kind of relationships the way an uncle should be. And she was not remembering him very much anymore either. And that one just kind of set this pain right through my heart. Then she had been a hugger. She used to climb all over me, but in the last couple of years, she became less and less. And then she decided she just wasn't a hugger anymore. And this girl, I'm a hugger. So I was having to deal with all of these changes coming from her. And I did not want to impact her, right? She's here for her experiences. I don't remember much of my childhood. I did not want to make her feel bad for not remembering anything. I didn't want to put any of my pain onto her. So I was trying to figure out how to handle it myself. And then I was in a retreat in May. And during the retreat, I talked to a couple of the other women there, and one of the things that came up were different things they were doing with their younger grandchildren. And I was like, yeah, enjoy that, because then they're going to get to the point where they don't remember. And it's like, I just couldn't get off that. I don't remember. So the last day of the retreat, I'm sitting there on my own little blankets and pillows as everybody's kind of doing their own thing, working through integration. And I see Brianna just walk in, and she comes over to me. And as she's leaning down, she whispers right into my ear with her little cheek right here, I remember everything, Nona. And then she gives me a hug. And now it's an energetic hug, but I felt it like it was a real hug. And she just stayed there. Like she didn't move. It felt like 10 minutes went by. And I'm just hugging her, getting the hug in that I needed. And in the moment that she said the words, I remember everything, Nona. Every part of my angst about her not remembering just dissipated. Because in that moment, I remembered she's a multidimensional being. Her beautiful soul never forgets what happened. And this is just a temporary thing of what she remembers and she doesn't for her own experiences here. And it was like, what was I worried about? Why was I worried that she wasn't remembering all the things we did? She'll always remember the things we did. So that was just a beautiful little experience. And then since that time, she shows up and just comes in. And I never know when she's going to come in or what she's going to do. Sometimes she just pokes her head in and looks around and leaves. Other times she just jumps right into whatever's happening and takes over. And one of those cases, I went to do a meditation and my son came in as my spirit guide, and he likes to wear a specific outfit when he's going to be my spirit guide. And he was in his outfit, and astrally, I'm sitting down, he's sitting down, and we're getting ready to start to do whatever work was coming up for that day. And I just see Brianna come right into the middle. And the moment my son saw her, he jumped up. He went from wearing his spirit guide outfit to putting on uncle clothes, runs over to her, picks her up, and they're both smiling so big, you know, like a beautiful reunion. And he throws her in the air and he catches her and then he's hugging her. And then they're laughing and he's spinning around with her and poof, off they go together. And I'm like, great, Brianna, you just took my spirit guide for the day. But there you go. And, you know, that was just another beautiful reminder of, did she forget? Is she forgetting her uncle? Absolutely not. She's not forgetting him. She just has her own little, not little, but her own experiences, her own life she's here to accomplish. And so this video is meant to bring awareness to, you know, some of the different ways that healing will come in for us and what it will look like for us as we continue on with our ascension from this 3D, 4D to 5D. And so I hope you enjoyed these little stories with my granddaughter. And I will just say that also if you have an aging parent, grandparent with dementia, or someone you love, a family member, dementia, Alzheimer's, and it's really tugging a bit at your heartstrings that they don't remember or you're watching them lose their memories. Just know that their soul never forgets. The astral version of them that's right there knows everything that was done. They see everything that you do to them. They hear everything that you say to them. And it's never lost, it's never forgotten, and it's not wasted. Like if you're saying words to someone and you don't think they can hear you, their soul hears you. So, and I will just share one example, or not one example, but one little story just that always tugs at my heartstrings. I was sitting inside one day and I just felt my son come in. So I decided to ask him, I said, hey buddy, what is it that you do all the time? You know, when you're on the other side, what do you do all the time? And in a moment, all of a sudden I was transported back to the room where he was when he was 2 months old. And I was sitting there and I'm watching myself as I sit there and I'm rocking him like this. And I can see the love inside my heart going boom, boom. And he goes, I come here, Mom. Sometimes I just come here. And, you know, that melted my heart 1,000 times over. But that's just more evidence of when someone passes over, they can go to any single part of their timeline and watch it if they choose to, and experience it again, learn even different things as they're watching it from a higher perspective at this point. But you do have access. We have access to every single part of our life and what happened in it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I do offer sessions, I'll just say, on my website. If you're interested in learning how to like progress your abilities, just to clear yourself, you want to start working with your astral version and other people's astral version, I have sessions available if you're interested. Otherwise, thank you so much for just staying this long into the video, and I'll catch you on the next one.